Petra, Petra, it's petrifying. I betcha you come here to waste your time. Petra, Petra, come think of this line. So welcome to Petrifying.
Hi there, it's Thursday, and I've been thinking about creativity. I like to think of myself as a pretty creative person, you know, like, I write songs, I sometimes write stories, like I'm a published author, if to think about it technically. I made a film very recently, and you know, I make these videos every week, 4 times a week, and you know, so that takes some kind of creativity and just some kind of creative vibe in my body at all. So I like to think of myself as a creative person. But sometimes you get like stuck in your creativity, and I've recently found a way to get around that, and that is through more creativity. So like, you know, the last song I wrote was probably Soup. And you know, that's pretty crazy because that was a while ago that I wrote that. Like, I only shared it very recently, but I wrote it a while ago. And sometimes you need things that really bring up your creativity, and you know that they always will. So I find like Tumblr is a really good place to inspire creativity. Also Pinterest is a really cool thing, like places where there's pictures and words of other people's creative vibes or doing things, and that can help inspire or influence you to do that. Even if it's a way that's like, oh, they made something so great, I need to do that, or they made something bad, I could do that better than them. Despite the fact that I never read, I try to find books tend to be really inspiring of my creativity. And so these are 2 books by 2 of the most influential people in making me the person I am today, you know, Tom Fletcher. The rest of McFly are also very influential. But so these books really inspire me, seeing these people create something, and therefore I can create something. One thing I also do very recently, that when I can't create or can't think of anything to do, is I put on music and I read the title of the song and think of like what the lyrics are and stuff, and be like, if I had to rewrite that song, if I was given like a brief and be like, the song has to be about this, how would I write it? I also have a poem kind of thing that I wrote when I was looking at the lyrics of Little Things by One Direction, and I couldn't sleep, and I was like, really in a creative mood, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to sleep unless I come up with some kind of creative idea. And you know, it wasn't going to be an idea for a story that I had to write for English, or it wasn't going to be, you know, an idea for a video or a song. It was going to be this poem, and so I wrote it based on One Direction, and I'm very proud of it. And you know, it inspired me to keep on creating, because I wrote that, and then I wrote more lyrics, and I tried to write a chord progression, and you know, I started writing a story for Extension English that I have to do for my exams coming up, and all these things. You know, it really inspired me to get into editing my film more and things like that. And so it was a good place to start. Just creating something can open the window to creating other things. So I'm going to read you that poem now. First I'm going to check if this is filming, because for some reason I have a feeling it's not. It was filming. Yeah, so here's the poem, inspired by One Direction. You always laugh the loudest at your own jokes. You become a different person when you're talking on the phone. Your eyes seem to light up when you talk about food. You bite your lip when you lie, so you always tell the truth. But how do you dance when no one's watching? How loud do you sing when no one hears? What movies truly make you cry? Is the dark your biggest fear? I notice all the little things that some might never see. I suppose that's why I know that. You're so special to me. And that really inspired me to keep on creating, because creativity is a really, really cool thing. So if you're creative, be creative. Do that, because it's great fun. I also like to have this book, and I take this book with me everywhere I go, and I write all my ideas and all my things in it for ideas that I have. So that's songs that I've written, like that's Two Forever from Tonight, which is up on my channel. There's a song you guys haven't seen, that's Soup. That's an idea for my film that I made, which will be going up very soon on this channel, so subscribe so you'll see that. And yeah, so creativity is a really cool thing, and if you're creative, that's a really cool thing. If you're not, this is some ways to be inspired so you are creative. I think that's what this video was. I'm not sure. It's pretty much just an excuse for me to read you that poem. That's all, and I will see you on Friday. Final Puzzle by Friday.